Spokane Township. I met some folks last year in Muse, voiced some concerns to me personally about the coal pile. I can assure the constituents here, there is approximately 10,000 acres in this particular county with these particular problems. Now, I've spent a lot of time doing due diligence investigation. There is so much money between the state and federal budgets with varied line items to address coal reclamation. First and foremost, I was a coal miner and a manager at a coal company. Typically, when you encapsulate these piles, there's either a liner or a membrane or some type of material, then you put dirt on top of that. That's typically the status quo. You don't let trees grow on these piles. Mr. Fleer, you mentioned that. That doesn't just apply to apples and oranges. That also applies to leaves and other products that would come up. Because you got to remember, a tree root goes very deep. So what is being sucked up by the trees and what animals stay? So in the fall, when the leaves fall off, what's coming off of the trees? So yes, Eric, your comments are very correct that it's a concern. Leaving the pile there in its current state, I'm not commenting at all whatsoever about what the end product is. I mean, that's up to you as a council. I can assure you that there's a lot of health issues related to the piles in general if it's just a coal pile. You're talking heavy metals and you're talking salts. Now you're talking, this particular pile would be prior to 1976, I would assume, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that, which it falls under the Abandoned Mine Reclamation Act. So there is money at the state level and at the federal level under ARC Power. You can use CFA funding, DCED, DCNR. So there is money to do it. Now I'm not saying what that pile should be, but I can assure you that it is an issue and it is a health issue. And if there's health issues today, those health issues exist because of the way it sits today, not because you touched the dirt. Just so everybody's crystal clear. And I have been working to compile a team of extremely knowledgeable individuals because you're going to need a whole heck of a lot of dirt to cover that pile. And you can get that dirt in North Champaign Township, is my intent. But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, this is not a political, with all due respect, this is not a political.
But there's a lot of opportunity to do it. I just wanted to let you all know that, you know, addressing the health issue is a great decision.
Okay, thanks, sir. Yeah, Mr. Casciola.
Dan, you know, it wasn't addressed, all the comments about how much it'll cost the township in the future. You know, the agreement says about after Act 2 clearance, the township would not be responsible for a single dime of anything that develops after. You elaborated that. I mean, they want to say something completely opposite of the agreement.
Once Act 2 clearance is obtained.
Can you use the microphone, please, so we can hear this?
Once Act 2 clearance is obtained, then the DEP looks at that as the all clear. There's nothing else required for the township to do. So the path forward would be that ABB pays for all of those costs related to the Act 2 approval.
And even afterwards, if something comes up, who pays for it? Who they go after?
They go after the previous activity.
Is there not is there not part of the sales agreement that says that if we dig before Act 2 clearance is completed that we own it?
You would own the property and fee, but they would still be responsible for the cleanup.
But at the last meeting, ABB said, Cecil, go ahead and clean it up. We'll reimburse you. And that ain't happening.
We'll pay you back.
No, the agreement doesn't say that.
Absolutely was said, Tommy.
That was there, it wasn't said.
Yeah.
Is that what they said, Frank?
Again, nobody's working from the agreement. Nobody's working from the agreement in front of them, including me. So I would just respect the fact that if you want to set up a meeting, I think you should talk to your council and maybe go in that direction. You know, some facts come out. I mean, the clear facts.
All right. Any last comments? We'll wrap this up.
I promise this is the last one. So this is part of my question. This sales agreement that you're talking about, is there anything stopping us from getting a grant and getting the property remediated without entering into a sales agreement on the property?
The township is the one that asked, the township, the ABB itself is not eligible for the grant. The grants through the Coal Reclamation Act, as the gentleman previously said. The township is eligible for that. So the agreement, the sales agreement contemplates that the township and ABB would work together, where the township would make application for the grants, and that's been done to do the cleanup. But the money,
The township has to own the.
no, the town, as long as the township has entered into a sales agreement, that has been sufficient enough to make application for the grant and receive the grant, as I understand.
So that.
You don't have to own, you don't have to
But
own.
that means we intend to purchase the property.
Absolutely, there's a legal agreement with an intent to purchase.
So there's
the
no
property.
way to get the grant to say, we as a township want to remediate this, or go through some remediating exercise, but we don't want to tell them, as long as that's okay, we're going to purchase it. We care about the safety and well-being of the community, so we want to take care of this, and with no condition that we're going to actually buy it.
Yeah, I don't believe that's the case. We have to be tied into it at some point to receive the money because it has to come to the township.
Yeah, let's pursue that and call Tucker and get a public meeting set up. Very well, it is 9:13, call this meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Somebody else has a couple of comments. Eric, somebody else is walking.
Yes, I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Jerry Godfrey, 6 Belgian Hill Road. This has nothing to do with the Chernobyl site of reviews. This is something a little lighter. I have an issue that it's a clarification on ordinance 8-2004, the burn ordinance.
Say the number again.
8-2004.
Okay.
I was wondering about it in section 2.16, a recreational fire. Is that allowed in Cecil Township? A recreational bonfire.
Okay, what are your questions? Or
Is a recreational bonfire allowed?
what's the entity what is the entirety of your questions? Or did you address or call the township at any point up to this point?
I
Or
did, I have.
and did you get the answer? Not yet.
No.
All right. How long ago was that?
Mr. Judicial, I don't know what you want to give me. January 1st.
Okay.
So my question is a recreational fire allowed in Cecil Township?
As I understand, I can give back to you the exact time and times that it is available.
You're not asking whether recreational fire is permitted or not, you're asking whether or not a bonfire.
Recreational bonfire, correct.
Okay.
And the ordinance does spell out what a recreational
You
fire.
care to address it or say what our policy is right now? I don't have it all memorized.
The ordinance doesn't address a bonfire.
Okay, doesn't address the bonfire.
That's the quandary.
Okay. So did you hear that? I guess the ordinance does not address a bonfire.
So then where would that fall under Cecil Township rules? So would it be allowed?
I don't know, yes, sir. That's where we need board or.
Yeah, let's look into it and we'll get you back an answer. If you could leave a name and a.
Yeah, you're being kind of general. Could you give us more specifics? Because we've already answered that it's not specifically addressed. So I think at this point, we need a little bit more details so that we can make. Is there a specific type of bonfire? Is it personal? Is it for a charity? Is it for?
It's a recreational fire. You get light a fire, you put some chairs around it, have some iced tea and lemonade, and sit around the fire.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It states here, recreational fire, any fire used in connection with camping, cooking, picnicking, or other commonly accepted recreational activity.
Can I ask why you're asking?
That's got an $800 fine for something that's in your ordinance.
Okay.
So when you go to recreational fire, that makes that fall under section 5.2, fire set solely for recreational purposes.
All right.
So then when you go, that's under section fire exempt fires. When you go to 2.6, exempt fire, states any fire which is exempt from the burning regulations in which may be kindled at any time and any day.
And it's hard for us to make that, like, was it in a small fire pit with 3 people around it? Or did you have a 20-foot fire with?
It was fire was maybe 4 foot diameter.
Gretchen?
Yeah.
And I would just recommend if you did receive a notice of violation, is that what you received? That you go through the appeal process and get
I
a
did.
decision? Okay.
And the answer was, I don't know what you violated, but I think you violated something. So that means when I go see her and I go for a noise ordinance for a dog that was barking, that a dog that I don't have, she could say, well, I don't know what law you violated, but I'm going to charge you with murder.
But that's, that the magistrate.
You went where? To
Well,
the
that's
So,
not.
I understand,
Okay.
but as a board, you set the ordinance. I'm trying to get some clarification on what rules and regulations we need to follow. That's all.
So I think this board needs to take into consideration, thank you for pointing it out, that we need to be more specific, but
I've been waiting 2 months.
If we need clarification to clarify what's going on, could you make certain that we get your name and number, and let's follow up with you, or just see what,
That would be great.
thank you, sir. All right, good evening. And we're adjourned.